And here we start with my avatar hat. Make sure to pre-measure. I measured to make sure that my arrow would land exactly between the two air holes in the top of the hat. Then had to measure the middle arrow so that I know exactly in between not only those points, but what would be the accurate size for the length of the arrow to be. Now make sure you always pre-measure your items. Here in a minute I'm going to cut out after I get my arrow design drawn out, and I'm going to tape it to the hat. And when I taped it to the hat, I tried to use masking tape and realized that the masking tape just came off real easily. So what I then did is used duct tape on it, which duct tape was a lot harder, a lot sturdier, so it didn't come off as easier. With this project I was initially going to bleach it and then spray it with a Galaxy. Here in a second you're going to see why I kind of changed what I was originally going to do. So here I am, I'm going to go ahead and cut out my design, and then I'm going to tape it to the hat. Make sure it goes all the way around. Then I'm spraying with a 2 parts water, 1 part bleach. That way it has a really good easy coverage, and you can see as it'll orange very quickly. You can use a hair dryer or a heat gun to accelerate the bleaching process and to also guarantee that it is dry for you to continue. Now I tried using a spritz dye, fabric dye, and that just didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. It just kind of absorbed the color and didn't go anywhere. So what I decided to do is go ahead and paint the hat, which actually turned out even better than I anticipated. This is a 2 parts acrylic to 1 part fabric, textile fabric medium. Notice that there's that little spot there that I didn't know that I had created until after I took all the tape off. And I'm going to show you a little bit at the end what I did to fix that. Again, go ahead and tape off so that you have some good lines. I started with a white line, white arrow in the middle, and then went to my AirBender tattoo blue, which my wife just so happened to have. Just knowing, go ahead and make mistakes on this. I learned from my mistakes. A neat thing about this is, since this is acrylic paint, you can easily paint over it. I just did a couple of mixtures at a time. Most of my paint that I mixed was 8 drops of the paint and 4 drops of the textile medium. That gave me enough to get a lot covered and not waste any. Always know that you can go back and finish up and fix any detail work that you need to have done. Just be patient with yourself. It did take me almost an hour and a half to 2 hours to do all of this. I'm just giving you the great highlights of what happened. Please make sure you go all the way through the back of your hat, all the way down to the strap. Most people forget about that, and it just looks odd to not have the design continue on over. Now what I did here is I paint it and then I rough it up with the dry brush so it looks like it's actually glowing, like my hat is in avatar mode, which is pretty cool, I would say. Don't forget to get the top of your button. Now see, I took and made airbender symbols on the mistake of that bleached spot. You know, like I said, take anything that you've messed up on and get creative on how to fix it. Always allow yourself to go back and fix any detail work. And that is how I created my avatar hat. Thank you.